Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first qualifier of four for the Bughouse Championship. This is going to start right now. So this is the first time we've ever done a Bughouse tournament. I'm really excited. I'm really hoping that we can watch these games here. So let's check out this one here. I believe I have this set up. Hold on. Really quick, gonna make some adjustments. Bughouse is tricky. There's two boards. For those of you that don't know what Bughouse is, it's a team format, 2v2. Very exciting. Very common in club play. And I believe I have this just about ready for you all to see here. Let's see. How's that look? This is the first time we've done a Bughouse stream, so I apologize. But okay, yeah, the pieces are all messed up. All right, we might need to do some technical difficulties here. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I almost have it. Here we go. Oh, close. Don't you guys worry. We'll have this in a jiffy, as they say. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is the first time we've ever done this. And I'm sure the players are also excited. How's that look? Hope that looks nice. Yeah, this is Quill Logic and in Civ. That's Nikhil from University of Illinois, playing against. Oh, these are different partners. Uh-oh. Oh boy. All right. Jesus. Yeah, they got paired with the wrong people. Great. That's just lovely. We might have to kick them out. Oh no. Can I remove these players so they can rejoin? Oh man. Hey Nick, hey Chess Bay. We are having some technical difficulties here, folks. Bughouse is difficult. Oh man. Oh man. It seems that these players have been paired incorrectly. Yeah. So that's just fun. Um, so yeah, we've got Alexander here from University of Toronto, paired with Nazarbeck, who is not from University of Toronto, playing against the Bazil and CMF. I want to make sure that they're also paired correctly. Okay, Bazil is from University of Florida, and so is CMF. That's Chandler Fox, and the Bazil is Elizabeth. So they're paired correctly, which is great. Nazarbeck is from Narfu. That's North Atlantic. Not sure the exact. Let me message them and hope that they can back out and rejoin. And let me message the same to the University of Toronto players and hope that works. And Nazarbek's player is Cobalt. All right, so here we go. We've got Quill Logic and Insiv versus Chandler and Elizabeth. These are actually paired teams. This is University of Florida versus University of Toronto. And our board seems to have been messed up again. Hold on 1 second here, folks. We're working this out. Almost there, people. All right, how's okay. That looks good, yeah. If UC Riverside is not playing, it's game over when I hit the qualifiers tomorrow, Brody. We're looking forward to it. You and Pot Pie, right? That's going to be quite the duo. UCLA didn't even register a team. I'm so disappointed. Oh man, knight takes pawn would have been a checkmate threat there from white, and they do it anyways. But black was able to see that and blocked that with the bishop. But this queen is very aggressively placed, and knight placement here would be fantastic. White here hasn't developed either of the knights, but knight takes pawn with check, and the knight returns, threatening to place a pawn here. So white covers that hole. So black can't put any pieces there, but black is insisting, sacrificing some material just to open up some lines. Pawn takes, there's knight or queen takes. But let's see, looks like black has a lot of compensation. That looks like a free knight to me, but takes here with check. That was a huge threat, and there's a queen on the board now. So the rules of Bughouse is absolutely wild. You can place things and with check or with checkmate. And yeah, it looks like this Illinois team is wreaking havoc on the Floridians right now. This knight's coming in, and paired with the queen, that's going to be game over. So yeah, we have Illinois 2 for 2. Looks like they're leading the way here. That is Florida's first loss. So technically, only paired teams that have been correct have been getting points, which is nice. I've asked the other teams to try to repair if possible. I don't even know if you can do that in a Bughouse arena. If you could leave and then join with a new partner, that would be kind of interesting. I hope it's true. Otherwise, this might be very close to the end here. Let's see. We have a new pairing. This is Florida and Lee Williams versus Vivid Visions. I believe that's Duke. Let me check this. Maybe not Duke. Hold on. This is UC Davis. And the game was abandoned. So that's unfortunate, as they are correctly paired. So I don't know why that was abandoned. They were playing on this board, but Lee Williams was AFK. All right. Absolute chaos and mayhem right now on the chessboard. At least we saw one good game. That's all I have to say. One of the players from Toronto is telling me that They don't know what Bughouse is, as they were confused by the presence of 3 knights on their board. They thought it was a bug, but no, it was a Bughouse. Yes. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, there is another game going on here. Here we have we have checkmate already, dude. Illinois is just tearing through the competition. And now they're playing against Florida again. So they just destroyed UC Davis. So UC Davis, they were AFK for one of the games, but they've come back. Man, this board keeps resizing on me for whatever reason. But you know, I'm not gonna complain. We see it. And it's happening. Alright, looks like Insiv breaking through on some light squares. Already got that pawn to f7. King takes back is the only move. Oh, knight check and and there's a queen trade. This is gonna be over so soon. Queen to f7. How is that not mate? King to e5. And bishop to f4. Bishop at f4 is mate next. There's mate as well. Man, it's going to be exciting to see them play next week during our championship match. I assume they're going to win this tournament here, this qualifier. Okay, here we have Florida versus UC Davis. Let's see, is Lee Williams going to move? He's spent 20 seconds now. Come on, you were here earlier. Maybe not used to the arena settings. 30 seconds now. Come on. You can do it, Lee. Nope. Can't do it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. And I don't know if the other teams have rejoined. And the Toronto team, I think, is not likely to return, as the Bughouse was too much for them. And I also don't think they can actually even rejoin. So, all right, let's see if Lee's gonna move. Neither player. Okay, Vivid's still there. Cannot rejoin. Unfortunate. But hey, that's why we have 4 qualifiers. We're new to this. We're learning. Let me try to message Lee. All right, we have another game here. All right, let's see. How does Quill Logic and Nikhil? This is Aiden. Aiden, I believe, is streaming. So if you guys want to go check out the Illini Chess channel, there they are. All right, so Nikhil, they've got these doubled bishops on the dark squares, and this knight is forking them. E5 placed, attacking the bishop. Maybe we'll see bishop takes knight here. Aiden, king's still on the e file. White's trying to take advantage of this pen with the queen. Taking first, placing a knight with check. Probably was waiting for that. And that's forking the king and the rook. Here we see Knight takes rook with check. Knight retakes. Now pawn takes bishop with check. Nope. We see a pawn placed, wanting extra protection. And now we take the bishop, perhaps. Yes. Does black recapture? Perhaps another pawn to f7. Maybe we'll see a knight sacrifice. No. Going to b2. This is kind of passive, but perhaps didn't want to see a bishop land on b2. Forking the rook and the pawn. That would come with check. Here we have a trade. Bishop protecting the pawn. Knight takes. So that's a knight trade. Here, oh, is that a rook sacrifice? Lots of material for black here. Probably place knight with check. Knight goes to h4 with check. Oh man, we could sack the knight, probably play f4. Rook check, forcing the king to take. And now knight check. This is going to be mate very soon. Although, okay, knight check on f4. You can place a knight on f4, and that's actually mate. And there you have it. There it is. Oh, and now they're playing against Russell Elliott and V. Suresh. These are a late join, but they are from UC Santa Cruz, I believe. So we have some new teams joining. Russell Elliott, one of the club leaders. And this is Vasisht. Vasisht is not moving. There it is. First move, e3. Oh, man. And first move for Aiden, placing a pawn on e4. Look at this. Now you can take, and Aiden doesn't mind the queen trade, but his opponent does, perhaps. So, yeah. Russell declines, or Russell's getting crushed over here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Trades are fantastic. A queen is mate, pawn is mate. Man, and Illinois is looking extremely dominant. And I'm really excited, again, like I said earlier, to see them play not only next week. Oh, we have another team joining. Well, who are these people? I actually don't know who these people are. Wait, are these people even registered in the tournament? What? These players are not registered. How did they get in here? I don't know who these people are. Unless Nikhil and Aiden decided to go play in the pool, but I'm spectating them, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't even see these players in the standings of the tournament. Okay. You know, that's something new. Really don't know what's going on with that one. But okay. Maybe we'll watch this game. All right, Lee Williams is there actually. So this is UC Davis versus Florida. I want to see UC Davis versus UC Santa Cruz. I think that'd be cool. Get some UC action going on. Okay, so this is actually a close matchup. The Florida players are both 1100 and the UC Davis players are both 1000. So let's see. We've got Bazile with 3 knights up a piece, attacking the bishop. And what's going on over here? We've got some weaknesses on both sides, and black's trying to fill this, playing f6. Bishop pair here for black. A trade here. Now black's going to have tripled pawns. Do we want to see a queen trade? Does black trade queens? Yes, they do. Rook takes back. So now we have queens on this board. Knights coming in. Oh, bishop check. And the king has no move, so block is needed. Oh, bishop sacrifice. That's interesting. I would take with a knight there, maybe. But okay. Queen here. Now, white surely has something. White's got to have something. Maybe. Bishop here, opposite the queen. Hey, Velcro Dot. Am I playing? No, I'm just commentating today. This is the Collegiate Chess League Bughouse Qualifier Arena. This is the first ever Bughouse tournament that the Collegiate Chess League has ever run. So it's been a little messy so far, but things are working themselves out. I would love to play in a Bughouse tournament. It's card stuff, to be fair. But yeah, these players are not placing as much. Okay, there's a placement. We could see a rook sacrifice, perhaps. Or we could just see the queen move. Thank you, Velcro. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Velcro Dot. Okay, knight here. That's a fork on the queen and the rook. Bishop here, a counterattack. And that would come with check. So we do see a trade of queens. With check here even. Okay, knight takes is very smart. If king takes, well, you can't castle. But also, there'd be a devastating knight to e4 check. All right, recapturing here. And now, again, I'd love to see like pawn to h6. Something to use the material against the king. And look at this. Knight to c7 attacking the rook, and black doesn't care. They just put a pawn on b2 attacking that rook. That would be a devastating loss, as the pawn would then promote to a queen. So both sides at about a minute. This is a close match. Now the rook saves itself, attacking the knight. If the knight moves, perhaps we'll see rook takes on c2, threatening rook c1 check. And again, we see this ignorance of the attack and inclination to start one's own attack. And look at this. That's going to be a forced mate. After king takes queen, only legal move, there's going to be queen placed on e8 for mate. So white has found themselves this really nice pawn to e7 move, not saving the knight. Black fell for the trap, taking the knight and blundering mate. Let's see. How's the time situation? Looks like Vivid Visions isn't moving because they're actually up about 5 seconds. Maybe less than that, maybe 3 seconds now. So Lee Williams is going to have to try to hold on and flag the opponent. But looks like Chandler here from Florida is able to catch up on time and is now sitting. And white presumably has this pre-moved. So that's a really close match. And an extra move there just for some insurance. But yeah, Vivid Visions goes down. Chandler living with 2 seconds left. Did they sign up as teams? Yes, they did. So we have a registration process. In fact, it's still open if anyone in college is still interested in registering. We still have some qualifiers left. This is the first of 4. We have one more later today at 1 p.m. Pacific, and we have 2 more tomorrow at the same times, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., all Pacific time. And the top 4 clubs or 4 teams of each arena move on into a single elimination bracket to be played next weekend. So that is going to be a total of 16 teams, the Sweet 16 of College Bughouse. This tournament, it seems that we have Quill and Insiv, we have Bazille, we have UC Santa Cruz, and technically, I guess, Vivid Visions and Lee Williams, because these other teams were not paired correctly, unfortunately, and are likely unable to rejoin. So that was unfortunate for them. They're going to have to re-qualify in another arena. But yeah, I don't see any more games being played. And I don't think that we will. So this might have been the end of it. Okay, no. We have another match here with Quill and Nikhil playing, again, completely random players. I'm actually curious if this is going to count towards their score. Because I don't know. But it looks like they're 7 out of 7 right now. And let's see. Let's watch this game. A ton of moves on this board. I guess they're probably close to the same amount of moves, but yeah, these are some tough players. They're both 2000. Let's flip the board maybe. Watch it from our Illinois team's perspective. Pawn placed on f3. That's an aggressive move. Rook to e1. Lining the rook opposite the queen. Now, black has a rook, which can be dangerous. Not even moving the knight. Rook check, king takes, bishop check, king up. Yeah, knight's mate. I would have played knight to g3 there, I think. But it was tough. It was tough. And now they're playing some other people. Let's see. Did that affect their standings? No, it did not. So they're just playing this casually. Perhaps some practice for next week. They have now qualified, so they're not able to play in another qualifier tournament. But yeah, they will be playing next week in the bracket, so should be exciting. There are some other stronger teams out there, I believe. Really excited to watch the team from Virginia. They registered, I want to say, 2 titled players, I believe a National Master and a FIDE Master. So that should be a really strong duo from Virginia. And yeah, hopefully the other arena later today is gonna be a little bit better organized. Ooh, pawn at g7 would be really nice for white here. But they didn't get it. They weren't getting it because they were down on time. So Aiden was sitting. We have pawn to c5. And now bishop takes on c8. Queen recaptures. Bishop takes on a7, attacking the rook. Pawn placed on e3. Maybe we see a bishop sacrifice. Open G file here on the first board. Queen stepping to the E file. Knight landing with a fork. Queen check. Queen block defending. Bishop check. Oh man. King steps up. If you take that, you lose your queen. Rook check. You're gonna lose the queen. And you're gonna lose the game. Oh man. Pawn block and just a bishop on G7 is mate. Rook sacrifice. There's knight takes. That helps guard some squares. Queen gets to G5 though. But yeah, this knight's going to defend some of these dark squares. Castles for white. But yes, our players here from Illinois are getting crushed, it seems. Yep, and that's a queen on G1 and a rook on A1. And life isn't great. But they are up on time. Looks like this queen is under attack by the bishop on f4. So they're waiting. They're waiting for white to move here. And perhaps we'll see. No, there's no sacrifice on h2. The knight covers that. Bishop now on f5, putting even more pressure. And we have a queen sacrifice. So this game's not over yet. 30 seconds for Aiden, but only 20 for Nikhil's opponent. Ooh, bishop check. Probably going to trade that. That or you block. Yep, 17 seconds versus 20. Is black going to find a mate? They're running out of pieces, actually. So very smart and wise, Nikhil, just not moving, right? Not allowing for the trades. And so that really is going to stop black's attack over here, and now white is the only side with pieces. They're going to go for the dirty flag. 2 queens for black over here, and just replenishing the knights constantly. This bishop can take 3 different things and takes none of them. 2 queens for both sides. Oh, bishop check. There's got to be a mate somewhere. Oh, bishop. Oh, the 2 queens with 4 seconds left. Oh, man. Yeah, that's rough. Oh, and now they're playing back in the tournament. They're back in the tournament after that. I have no idea if they're queuing for that or if it's like automatically doing that. That's some weird stuff. But all right, we've got ourselves a collegiate match here in Bughouse. Okay, looks like Nikhil's gonna already be winning a pawn with some initiative. Queen's pinning, but white unpins. Ooh, knight check on c2. Yeah, you don't really want to move the c or f pawns. It might be normal in a regular chess game, but this is far from normal. Pawn check, forcing the king to d2. Black can simply take the rook if they want, but maybe they're going for more. Is this mate? King can take the pawn, but then you lose your queen. Knight takes on f2, discovered double check. Now, if you took the knight, oh, they're not even taking the pawn. Here, and pawn check, king back to e1. Oh, but then the knight comes to c2, and you're going to be forced to give up the queen there. Yep. This is some brutal moves from Aiden. And position's relatively calm on the other side. Maybe some dark square weaknesses for black. Something's going to land on f6. Queen's hit, though. Hey, what's up, Don? Look at that fresh VIP badge. That's the first VIP badge of the channel. And if you're wondering how Cal Poly Pomona Chess got that VIP badge, it's because they streamed the most hours during our summer program. So major props to them. Shout out to Cal Poly. And congratulations as well. Unfortunately, Cal Poly didn't register a team in Bughouse, but there is still time. Would love to see a Don and Nintaz duo. We'd love to see that. That would be quite the matchup. This is only the first of 4 qualifiers, so they still have 3 more that they could join in for if they want to. Registration can be found with this summer link, !summer, and you'll find it there. Busy today. That's okay. We have 2 more tomorrow. If you guys wanted to see that. All right. Here we have Alexander and... Oh, they've rejoined with new partners, so they fixed it. They fixed it. The standings are interesting, Shock Misteo. Let's check them out. I think Aiden and Nikhil are definitely going to be in. We have University of Florida in second. I don't know the teams after this, to be honest. It's all mixed and matched. But if we look at the game, this is our team from University of Toronto. And we also have this team from UC Davis. So maybe they will be able to make it. Now, something that's kind of strange is that apparently people are telling me that they're getting paired randomly with different people. So, not sure what's happening there. Is that a bishop sacrifice? Wow. And now a knight sacrifice. Oh man, queen. Maybe placing a knight was better than moving the knight, because then after pawn takes, there would be a follow-up with knight takes. Here we see black is now defending with a pawn. There's bugs in Bughouse, apparently. That's right. These arenas are sloppy. Yeah, it looks like Lee William doing great on this board. Oh man, opening that H file. Knight place with check. King steps up. But not a lot of material to follow up. A queen would be fantastic. And yeah, white sacrificed a lot of material to get here. Perhaps threatening to win this. Oh, and that looks like a free knight. Can we take that and then maybe place a knight here? This is looking good for white if Alexander can find these moves. Oh, they placed the knight. Oh, that's a tricky one. If pawn takes, there's queen takes, followed by bishop takes, or even worse. Maybe we have, oh, this is going to be forced mate, actually. King has to go here. So what a check here from Alexander, finding knight to f6. Yeah, Vivid Visions could not have taken that. This leads to forced mate. After king to g8, there's pawn to h7, check, forcing the king to the corner. And then bishop or pawn, check. Yeah, lots of diagonal pieces here for Alexander. So what's going on the other board? Yeah, and they're down time at this point. So Lee Williams just calmly waiting, but unfortunately they needed to be moving because locally here has more time than Vivid Visions. So this looks like it's going to be a win for the Canadians, taking down UC Davis. So and there you have it. University of Toronto gets a win over UC Davis. Let's see. Are there any other games going on? Nope. Oh, here we go. We see our Illinois players back at it again, going for 10 out of 10, trying to adopt the pool. All right. So we have a queen trade. Nikhil calmly putting a pawn on f5 to get bishop to g4. That's going to be a lot of damage here, taking away a lot of key squares from this king. Knight takes, and now white presumably will take back. B takes c3 and does not. And now, oh, look at that. Trading for a rook, because that is mates for the opponent, the teammate. Rook to d8. Man, some brutal plays from the Illinois team. Love that coordination. And they realized that the heavy was mate. So a queen sacrifice here from Nikhil just to get that rook forced to trade. They're strategizing. They're probably talking to each other in a call, which is the wise thing to do. Now they're playing against the Florida team. So, yep, they're at a perfect 10 out of 10. And yeah, interestingly, looks like Toronto is in second now, ahead of Florida. So I don't see Florida winning this game, but yeah, also we lost Santa Cruz, so I don't know why they've left or they've gone. But right now it's Illinois, Toronto, Florida in the top 3. And then I have no idea who's next between Santa Cruz and UC Davis for 4th. Maybe if they both end up with just 1 point, I don't know. Russell has 2 points and his teammate only has 1. I don't know how that happened. And that game was over before you know it. Okay, here we have the number 1 versus number 2. This is Illinois versus Toronto. They're both on streaks, so one of the streaks is going to be ending. My money's on Illinois. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have a mate soon here. Knight attacking here. Threatening queen here. Also pawn here. Actually, that's a discovered double check. No, it's just a discovered check. But yeah, they placed no matter what they would play. Wait, maybe they could have placed on f4. Maybe it didn't matter. Who knows? Probably, yeah, pawn here then would be mate. All right. So, Illinois wins that one, ending the streak of the Toronto players. And now they're playing against UC Davis. So, yeah, looks like UC Davis is probably going to take the 4th spot. As they have more points, I guess, than Santa Cruz. Only 15 minutes left in the arena. So I think that 4th spot is still up for grabs between Davis and Santa Cruz. I don't know if Santa Cruz is able to join up again, but apparently they were having internet issues. So if not, they're going to have to try in another qualifier. All right. Sorry, what's happening on this board? Looks like black is forcing a rook off the board on the second board, and with that rook, white should be able to find a mate. Let's see. Actually, it looks like there's probably already a mate here. Black has to give up the queen. That's not pretty. That's just going to be forced mate. You just have pawn recaptures. So, and yep, they're up on time on both boards. So really stalling this one out, I guess. They're just chessing over here. King and knight and a bunch of pawns. And black should start promoting now. Yep, there goes a5. Shout out again to Aiden, Quill Logic, streaming for the University of Illinois. And there you have it. Checkmate. Finally capturing. Yeah, tough stuff. Maybe we go back and look at these moves. Man, hard to navigate this stuff. So we see a bishop sacrifice. Bishop takes, king takes, knight g5. King steps up. Queen f7 early. King takes knight. Knight at f5. Not even placing with check. Not even pushing the pawn. Queen to g6. h4. King f4. Pawn to g3. And that's mate. Nicely done. Automatic. In the bag. All right. Looks like there's no more games. Oh, we just got one. All right. Florida versus Toronto. This will be a good one. Wait, this one's been going on. They have like no time left. What's happening here? All right, very exposed king, no queen for black. And over here, look at all these pawns. My goodness. Queen takes another pawn. Bishop, though, attacking the queen. And black has a queen over here that they can place. That could be dangerous. And a rook. Yeah, white's crushing over here. But this king's in check. Black has all 4 knights. Ooh, looking for a queen trade. That's an aggressive queen placement. King steps up. Does black have anything here? I just don't see it. Bishop sacrifice. Oh, it's an absolute time scramble. Both sides with 10 seconds. I actually have no idea who's going to win this. Why is Alexander not moving? 4 seconds. You got to move. Oh, my word. 3 seconds. Bishop check. 2 seconds. 1 second. Oh, my goodness. They were completely winning and they flagged. Alexander's got to move there. Man, and he was nervous, I guess, from these knights. But, yeah, maybe black was hoping for a mate. They placed down a queen and didn't find anything. So the Toronto team goes down to Florida. And they're showing why they're in second place. Now we have Toronto versus Illinois. Let's see. Do we have another game actually going on? Yeah, let's keep an eye on this one. This is UC Davis versus Florida. So Florida just had a big win over the Toronto team, who was a bit higher rated on paper, and also higher in the standings. So right now, we have UC Davis versus Florida. And I think if UC Davis wins this one, they are going to clinch the spot from this qualifier event. They're going to, interestingly, not taking the pawn going to g4, perhaps attacking the pawn from a different angle. And now black is able to block the g file. Now developing, that's a bishop with tempo. Queen steps back. Knight here, maybe threatening knight here. Also attacking the pawn. Seems like a good move for black. Ooh, this king is going to be dead soon. Wow. Didn't even take... Was that a discovered double check? Probably, yeah. There goes the queen for black. And a heavy piece here would be mate. Well, the queen would be. We'd see a sacrifice on c2. They just wanted a pawn. Queen comes out, yeah. Black wants to trade queens if possible. If possible. Okay. White looks like they're trying to attack black's queen. Bishop placed with check. White can block. They place a pawn. Yeah, black's really going after the queen trade here. Knight here guarding some dark squares, attacking this bishop. This is a nice defensive move. Queen steps aside from this. Yep, so there goes a lot of the danger now that that bishop's gone. But I think black's not out of it just yet. Yeah, that's threatening mate. Bishop blocks a nice move. That's actually a skewer. My goodness. White's going to win a bishop back, or a queen back. There goes a queen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's going to be huge. Imagine a queen on g3 or on e3. That's going to be forced mate. Knight here, at least trying to get another queen back, but I think 2 queens is too many. So it is now white's turn, but I don't know how you're going to defend this. Maybe you have to put your queen. Okay, queen with check, forking both knights. Maybe you put a pawn on g6. Yeah, you want to defend this guy. So you're going to lose this one, but you're going to have mate with 2 queens for sure. You might have to drop back. Okay, pawn here. Pawn check. Oh, brutal. King here, queen, there's mate. King here, queen, there's mate. King here, queen. King here. Oh, man, I don't know what the follow-up is, though. Queen check, okay. King here. Only legal move. And then pretty much any diagonal is going to win the queen back. And yeah, Chandler's down a lot of time. So, yeah, UC Davis, they really turned this around. Okay, forcing queens off. Queen takes, king here. And now queen back, and then bishop here is mate. Black has forced mate. Are they going to find it? Yep. King up, only legal move. And then bishop g3. And they're up on time, so nicely done from UC Davis, taking down the Florida team. And with that, I think UC Davis is going to go ahead of Santa Cruz officially now. Yep, and there's the flag. So, yeah, UC Davis, they're in the 4th spot after that. So, they're going to qualify. There's only 6 minutes left. I don't think Santa Cruz is going to be rejoining. There's Bughouse leagues. We're just starting. This is the first ever. You're witnessing the inaugural Bughouse event for the Collegiate Chess League. Let's see. I'm trying to find a new game. All right, Aiden's playing now UC Davis. This is Illinois versus Davis. And yeah, I don't think this game is going to matter in the standings. But maybe Illinois wants to set a record for Bughouse Qualifier event with 15 wins in a row. And yeah, Davis not even playing. Game abandoned. So, yeah, only 5 minutes left. So this was a rough start to an arena, I'll say. We had some missed pairings, and Bughouse can be tricky, but we got through it. We did it. And we have another one later today. So I'm going to take a hour and a half break, maybe a 2-hour break. I'm going to get some lunch. And then we'll be back. We will be back with the second qualifier at 1 p.m. Pacific. And hopefully we get some new players, maybe some returning players trying to requalify or to qualify in general. But yeah, this is looking like that's it for the tournament. We have Illinois number 1, University of Toronto number 2, University of Florida number 3, and UC Davis number 4, all qualifying for next weekend's championship bracket. All right. So, yeah. Oh, we have a game here underway. This is Florida versus Toronto, the rematch. Oh, it looks like this is good for Toronto, although it looked good for Toronto last time. We saw that Florida was able to dirty flag them. So, let's see. Can Toronto get their revenge? Knight check. Oh, man. King steps aside. Knight check is a discovery on the queen, but the queen can take. Black would love to play bishop or knight check that way. So, okay, we see a pawn sacrifice, clearing the way for the knight for discovery on the queen. Yep. Oh, queen check, but hold on, there's block. Block and take. And then the rook is hanging if pawn takes back. So they didn't go for knight to g4. Now black has to take this, truly. And they do. And there goes the rook. White has a lot of material, though, I will say. Bishop block, there's knight takes. And if bishop takes, we can take the other rook. Also, maybe bishop here was better. I don't know. Bishop here looked really good. But, yeah. Anyways, there goes knight. Bishop here now is a skewer. Oh, they go bishop here. Not nearly as good. Knight check. Hold on. Hold on. Could you imagine? Could you imagine there's some mate? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. Is there smothered mate? They put a rook on g8 with such confidence just to take it with the knight. Oh man. And bishop here is mate with this bishop combined. So they missed this first, but they set it up. Nice checkmate there. So Toronto getting their revenge on Florida. Now we have UC Davis. I don't think this one's going to finish as there's only a minute and a half left in the arena. But we have Davis versus Florida. And yeah, their standings, the position in their standings doesn't quite matter. All that does matter is top 4. So yeah, we have our 4 teams. Yeah, this will be an interesting game. We'll see. Only a minute left in the arena. Little practice game here between these two. The queen's hit pawn block from Elizabeth. She takes the knight. Pawn recaptures. Taking here. So that's a little tactic there. Winning some material. Here we have a nice pen on the knight. Maybe threatening to put another piece. Okay, knight centrally placed. Defending and attacking that bishop. And we see the bishop takes the knight back. And this king is getting lured out. Did we see a sacrifice on g2? Pawn, maybe block on e4. We see that. Now the bishop's got to go back. Bishop here. Now there's knight takes. Pawn takes, queen takes. So that wins some material. Okay, another sacrifice. Bishop takes, and now there's knight takes for white. And they do that. And the arena ends, so that game's not going to conclude. But yeah, congratulations to Illinois. Absolute dominant performance. Unstoppable. Unbeatable. 15 in a row. Second place, we have University of Toronto. We have third place, University of Florida. And the fourth and final qualifying spot goes to UC Davis. So congrats to those 4 teams. Only 2 teams didn't qualify that played today, and they both only played 1 game, so don't feel bad for them. Okay, maybe technically 2 or 3 games from Santa Cruz, but yeah, they're going to have to join back another time for another qualifier event. And we do have 3 more of these qualifier tournaments, 1 more later today and 2 more tomorrow. Then 1 later today is going to be in 2 hours. So I will see you guys in 2 hours from now. That's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific. And the 1 tomorrow, or the 2 tomorrow, are going to start at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So same times. And the top 4 of each qualifier moves on to the bracket to be played next weekend. So that's going to be 16 teams in a single elimination bracket. And it's not going to be through an arena, which is going to be nice. It's going to be just straight up, one team versus another team. They're going to match Illinois, sending me the raid of 5. Congratulations to Aiden and Nikhil. Dominant performance, perfect, flawless, 15 out of 15 score. And congrats again, you guys have qualified. So you will be moving on to the bracket. And actually, their standings in these arenas do matter, because that's going to determine your seeding. So you're going to have a top seed in your quadrant of the bracket, so that's going to be nice. You're going to be playing a 4th seed. So I don't know which qualifier you're going to play against, but there is a bracket. I could actually maybe look it up. If you look up our summer article that announced it, the full sheet is going to be there of rules. Shout out to Illinois. I think we played D4. So, okay, this is what, A1, and you're going to play D4? Let me double check that for you so that you can tune in and see which one you should play against. So, let's see. Pulling up our rules. Yeah, A1 does play D4. So, you're going to play the 4th place of the 4th arena, which I feel like if you're going to play against any of the qualifiers, probably the last one might be the easiest. Right? Cuz like all the strong teams are probably going to qualify before that one. So, who knows? Maybe this was strategically planned by Illinois to play in the first one. Because there are some pretty strong other teams out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing Virginia play. They have, I want to say, FIDE Master Jason Moorfield and National Master Owen McCoy registered as a strong duo. So that's going to be very exciting. Totally not the only one you were available. Well, glad that you guys were able to qualify if this was the only one you could play in. So that's good news. Yeah, and props to Toronto. They came in 2nd place in this event, and literally local Euclidean didn't even know what Bughouse was. They registered and they wanted to play a regular chess tournament. And they learned on the fly what Bughouse is. So, props to them. But yeah, I will be back in 2 hours. Debola, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Appreciate that. Yeah, very impressive. They're gonna skyrocket through the stand. They're gonna play in the qualifier or in the championship bracket, and they're gonna be quite the underdog. So, all right. We have our 4 teams, and that is that for this event. Thank you all again, and I will send you off on a raid. So let's see who's on. Let's raid the Chess Nerd Live. He is one of our ambassadors from Canada. We would have raided Illinois, perhaps, but they had to go. They ended their stream early, so thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to the 4 teams: Illinois, Toronto, Florida, and UC Davis. And good luck to the rest of the teams in the next qualifier. We have one in 2 hours, so I'll be back then. And so, yeah, hopefully I'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. Take care. I will see you all over at the Chess Nerd Live. Go check him out. He's great. My chess father. All right. See you guys.